lecture on GST, some technical issues. So it's been a long time. Our today's topic is about ChatGPT for professional. It's blowing up the internet and talk of the town. Even in our Gujarati's paper Sunday, in last Sunday, there are so many write-ups about the ChatGPT. Both sides they have written for the both sides, negative and positive sides. ChatGPT is basically a well-trained artificial intelligence who who answers our questions, even including about taxations and accounting. And the response we get, I have tried 1-2 questions. The response we get, it is so well written and the language is so natural that we can't believe that the reply is written by the person. This reply is not written by a person. It is a very useful tool for the tax professional like us who are just want to start their practice or who have just started their practice in litigation area, which will benefited in creating submissions, mail, documentation, some write-ups also. I have read somewhere even now big giants, IT giants like TCS and Infosys are also offering trainings and skill modules on ChatGPT nowadays. So today we have our experts on this and he will help us and guide us how we can use this in our profession and how it will be benefited to us. Sir, I welcome you once again. And now I request our Anil Shah sir to introduce our today's eminent speaker. Anil Shah sir.
Anil sir, mute sir.
President of all the association who have joined in this webinar and delegate friends. First of all, I welcome our today's learned speaker, Sri Akhil Pachauri ji. And I express my deep sense of gratitude for accepting our invitation and to address this webinar. It gives me great pleasure to introduce before you our today's worthy speaker, Sri Akhil Pachauri ji. Sri Akhil Bhai is FCA, CISA, LLB, CISA from USA and various other degrees. He is expert on ethical hacking and information system audit. His area of practice is system audit, penetration testing and privacy and framework related compliances. His client includes SEBI, RBI, CDSL, BSc, MCX, IRDA, etc. He is certified from fraud examiner from USA. He has delivered various sessions and written many articles on cybersecurity, system audit, forensic audit, and fraud detection. He is visiting faculty for fraud detection, forensic audit, etc. We are lucky enough to get him as a speaker for today's very novel and technically new subject on the subject of ChatGPT, which will bring great revolution. With this word, I introduce before you our today's worthy speaker, Sri Akhil Pachauri ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Welcome, sir.
Sir,
thank you, sir.
Floor is all yours, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sridhar bhai, for contacting me. Thank you, Dhruvin sir, for introducing the topic, and Anil sir for giving introduction getting introduced from a very senior member. It always feels special. So I'm obliged that he was kind enough to introduce me, sir, and it's a blessing for me. And with this, I think the host has disabled participant to share the screen. This message is flashing, sir.
Sir, you are. Achha, I will have to.
I think you have to make me co-host.
I'm just converting you to co-host. Now, sir, enabled.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, as we know, the topic, actually, I was thinking of it as how I could use it for the chartered accountants firstly. Later, I got a call from CS, then I got a call from Sridhar sir, see how we can use it, be it lawyers, be it company secretaries, how can we use it? So I modified it, I included a few more concepts how it can be of more use to the advocates and the my CS friends. And overall, in general, how can we use? We will be using how to use the prompts. What is the basic idea behind the using these prompts and all. So with this, I start my presentation. And, so before understanding ChatGPT, sir, we should know what is GPT. GPT in its true sense stands generative pre-trained transformer. That means this.
Sir, attendee માં તમારું નામ શું છે?
Yeah. So transformer means something that has been trained and which will generate something additional for you. Like I tried what is who is the president of India. So one basic difference when you go to Google, sir, it will also flash at the top of the Google Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji. That will come, and then thereafter you will see a lot of links. Now, what happens in generative pre-trained transformers, sir, they have been trained, out of which they will be giving you the answer. They won't be giving you any reference as such as of now, because they are giving you the final conclusion. Like when you type on Google, sir, who is the president of India, it will show you Srimati Draupadi Murmu, but later on when you scroll down, it will show you the references. Here, right now we cannot say it will show us the Draupadi Murmu, because it will show us Ramnath Kovind, because the cutoff date is September 2021, and as on that date, the president of India was Mr. Ramnath Kovind. So the training has been done for this GPT till September 21. So the trained data, based on the trained data, they will be generating the outcomes. Now, first of all, let's discuss what this OpenAI is. Sir, OpenAI was the company that was developed for giving inputs on this artificial intelligence. And in this, one more thing, that Elon Musk joined this company in 2015 and left this company in 2018. But the main target of this company was to provide the open source code and free of cost. Now let's bring Mr. Gates into the picture. He has invested $10 billion in this OpenAI company. So the only now in the name it's OpenAI. Rest, it's already going to make money by way of paid subscription. Like OpenAI started giving ChatGPT Plus subscription, which is $20 per month. Right now, it has not provided the plugins. It has not provided any other further addition apart from the free version. Only improvement is there. So we can say that right now, ChatGPT Plus owners are getting the bandwidth more frequent than the free version. As you can, I mean, how many of you have? I don't know how many of you have used it in the later in the night when the US wakes up. When you use the free version, sir, it will show you that we have reached the limit and history won't be loading for you. So in the paid version, what they have provided is they are providing you the bandwidth without any fail. Even if you go in night and you log in in the morning or in the afternoon, it will provide you with the up-to-date bandwidth access. Now, see, the cutoff knowledge is of September 2021, and currently it has been trained on 175 billion parameters and most powerful language models available online. Sir, it is a natural language processing model. Obviously, it has to provide the human-like responses. Now, sir, there are two things: artificial intelligence and human intelligence. Human intelligence is what we all possess. How the outcomes is, what the person is asking, we process that input, and then we give the output. Like when a client comes to our office, sir, मेरे को tax planning करना है, I want to invest in so and so fund, what should I do? what you will do, you will go through the ET Money app, or you will go through any other investing app, you will go to Money Control, you will search all the funds. Based on the risk criteria, you will browse what is beneficial, what is the risk appetite, and many more. And then you will process everything and give the output like these are few ones which may be helpful to you. But again, you give a disclaimer, sir, the risk is yours. Same happens here also, sir. Artificial intelligence on the basis of data it has been trained, it processes the input, gives you the output, but don't gives you the references on what basis it gave you the output. Now, what happens between now let's see what happened in November 2022 when it was launched. See, Netflix, who is also running on subscription model, it took them around 3.5 years to reach the 1 million subscription count. That is 10 lakh users in Indian sense we understand that. Facebook, it took 10 months. Instagram took 2.5 months, and ChatGPT took 5 months. Now, just think it has reached 100 million subscribers now, sir. 100 million users, and that too within 2 months. It is reaching the 1 billion users count very soon. And I think it would be the fastest. So that is why it is being called that it is the next IT revolution after the internet. Now, as we all know, it was launched on November 30th, 2022. It was created by a company, OpenAI, whose main purpose was to research on artificial intelligence. And how many of you have researched on this DALI 2 regarding this product is also of this OpenAI itself. What it does is you give them the description, like let's say a horse running around on the shores of the beach and the sun is setting, and the whole description you give, it will generate you 4 to 5 images. Out of that, you can choose what is the best one. Mid-Journey version 5 is one of it. And what I think is the more the descriptive, the more the description you give, the more the detailed output it will give. I hope, I think you all should use, because it's free up to 50 credits. So I recommend that you use it, because you should know what AI can do this. So apart from this, if you want to use Mid-Journey version 5, you can go to the Discord and use it as well. It works in the same way. You have to provide the description, and then it will generate you an output. Okay, now how ChatGPT works, you have to give them the input, then on the basis of the input, they will process it on the trained data, and then they will give you the output. So it's obviously, we all know, we all must have used this in some sense. Now, this is the major talk of the town going on, sir. ChatGPT versus Google. Now, I don't know how many of you know, but Google also launched an AI tool similar to the ChatGPT, which was Bard AI. And at the launch of that event, what happened was there was some factual incorrect statement made by the Bard AI. Like, I think it was related to the solar system. The Bard AI was asked when was the first out of the solar system planet or the star captured in a telescope in photograph. So it gave the answer 2005, but the actual answer was in the 90s or the 80s. So the launch of the launch event itself, it failed, or it provided incorrect input. So Google closed it down, didn't launch it for public. What they have done is they have provided Bard AI to selected users and to their internal staff. I know someone from Google who is telling the focus or the amount of focus that they are giving on us, that you should try the Bard AI and give us the feedback. It's huge because each and every employee has been given the access and they are told to provide the feedback as much as possible. So you can think how much they are in competition. Other problem of the Google, the one other aspect that is being not taken care or the people are not getting it. That Google gets 80% of their revenue out of the advertisement. Now, if I take you all to this ChatGPT window, sir, do you see any advertisement here? No, no advertisement, nothing. Now, what will happen if Google launches its ChatGPT type framework and there is no advertisement? So you can think what's going to happen when Google does this. It's going to be a loss for Google. So they are thinking to make it a hybrid system. Let's see what happens, what the outcome is. Currently, we will discuss about ChatGPT and other AI tools. Now, this discussion that AI is going to kill the jobs, AI will replace the redundant workforce, or it will have a huge impact on the accounting profession or the legal profession or whatever assistant job. Sir, it's up to you. How do you see the glass of water? You see it as a half full or half empty? It's up to you. If you consider it as a threat, it's going to be a threat to you. If you use it for your value addition, for your self upgradation, for your staff upgradation, for your client value addition, it's going to be a boon for you. And obviously, who think like I can see many seniors like Anil sir is also joining. He is also interested. Many more might be joining the session. But if the seniors are taking so much pain to learn this, I can think that they won't be replaced soon, because you just think a chartered accountant or an auditor or a lawyer or an advocate or a CS with the AI tool, if they are going provided with AI tool, you can just think the extent they can go to and how much potential they can generate to the client. So one more thing, I suppose that you people are using ChatGPT and hand with the client, at least not above, not below, but at par with the client, because when client uses it, they actually have a trust on you, on chartered accountants, on advocates, on CS, but they don't have that much trust on AI currently, or currently they don't have that much trust. So even if a client is going to ChatGPT to ask a question or something like that, they will verify. They won't bluntly believe, because it's a new tool, and everything cannot be replaced within a few days. It will take a bit more time, but yes, it will gain some trust over a period of time. That is going to happen. Now, moving ahead, sir. Now, one thing we all know, we have to give prompts or instructions or whatever input you may call to ChatGPT, and after that only it gives you the results. So, sir, if you give the poor results, it will give the poor. If you give the poor instruction, it will give you the poor result. So, instructions have to be precise, clear, and what you want. Now, to generate effective prompts, I have made this small list. I will try a few prompts also, how it can be used. We'll do practical. It will be majorly practical. One and a half, 1 hour, 15 minutes. It would be completely practical, and it's only a bit of PPT. So firstly, what you should do while generating a detailed prompt is, you should establish what is the context of that prompt, or what you want from them. Like, act as a IT expert, income tax expert. That is the context I have to provide. Explain the topic. Now, I want to take exemption available in the income tax. My salary is, I am a salaried person. I am explaining the topic. Now, provide me all the exemptions that I can take from my salary. That is the task that I have specified. Now it will generate me an output. Now, if you are not happy with that output, what you can do is you can ask the follow-up questions as well. So now, sir, just look. This is a Anthropic. This is one of the company that has posted our job search. Now, first of all, we should see what the profile is: prompt engineer and librarian. I will also post one more job search or one more job posting that has been posted, and that has been posted by OpenAI. We will discuss it at the later. But first, we will see prompt engineer and librarian. You have to think creatively about the risk and benefits of new technology and think beyond past checklist and playbook. Stay up to date and informed by taking an active interest in emerging research and industry trends. So you will have to design prompts and give it to them, and you have to maintain a library of what the prompt was and how much what was the output. And look at the paycheck, sir. It is $1,75,000 to $3,35,000. So I think it's a really good pay. I don't know how much it comes out in INR, but it's really good. So if you have any question, any topic, I think something that is going ahead or going past, I think you can tell me that in the chat box. I'll definitely try to take it up at instantly. Sir, this is, I would like to say, being ahead of the curve means adopting the technology while others say it's a dumb. So those who are telling that OpenAI or the ChatGPT won't be surviving long, they can't replace the experts or the experience or something like that. Sir, they have been trained, or they are being providing training since 2015, and only in 22 it was launched. So it took them 7 years to launch. They were training this tool for the launch only. So after training, every person can do anything if there is a proper training. So we cannot say that the experience won't be replaced or it won't count. But obviously, once it is trained, it will definitely try to overthrow everyone and the human race itself. That's why OpenAI has put a very good posting. I'll share with you. Now, application of ChatGPT. Sir, we can use it as a chatbot. You can use it for customer service. Like, I can integrate ChatGPT with my website. And what if every one of you must have used the banking websites or Swiggy or any website which is having a chatbot. What it is actually nothing but, sir, it will provide like human-like response. So if ChatGPT is linked with your website chatbot, it will create a human-like customer service experience for your customers, for your businesses. So what you can suggest to your clientele, you can integrate this chatbot with your website. It will provide so and so this. So when these ideas comes into the minds of a businessman from the professional, it gives a confidence in the minds of the customer or the businessman that yes, I'm in safe hands and I'm with the person who keeps up to date. So it gives a confidence in the person. Language tutoring, obviously, sir, ICI or many people provide that. There's a batch going on. You can learn Spanish. You can learn something. You can learn French and everything. So that is the thing of past. I will tell ChatGPT to be like a language tutor and teach me German language like I am a newcomer. I am from a country which is not this language speaking. So it will tell you in that tone only. If you tell them, teach me as if I am a 12-year-old and teach me how to learn teach me Spanish. So it will teach you accordingly how they should teach you like a 12-year-old. Now there are many things that we'll discuss. Now we'll skip to the practical part. Now, I hope everyone must have seen this screen. Just here, three by three table might be coming in front of them. Just because I have taken ChatGPT Plus, I have the access to ChatGPT 4, and I would like to tell you, yeah, this is $20 per month plan. You can take it if you like, but there are many features which are to be provided yet. It is available when the demand is high. As I told you in the night when I use this, it is actually, I mean, it actually goes down. It doesn't even accept any response, and the history leave the history to the. I mean, it won't load even in day itself. So this is what happens, and so we'll plus one more thing. There is a cap of 25 messages per 3 hours as they are enhancing their servers. I think this capacity might increase a lot in the next upgrade. I'm thinking of it to go 100, 200 something. But let's see what happens. Currently, we have this thing now. Now, sir, our President Dhruvin sir, IT bar President, I think Dhruvin sir mentioned that there are many people who are going to start their litigation practice and all. So in litigation, sir, we have a lot of references of cases, and we have to acquire summary of the case laws, what happened in the crux, because the case law is like 20-30 page order, and we have to analyze everything, and then we have to incorporate. So it takes a lot of time. So what happens is, what I will do is, I'll now search for a case law. Now let's find me act as a GST expert. I will ask you questions and you provide me with the answers as an expert. Now it's telling, sir, I am ready to help you with GST. Please go ahead. I'll do my best. Okay. Now I'll tell, find me a case reference for mismatch ITC mismatch between GSTR 2A and GSTR 3B for the year 1980. Now it is telling me, sir, I am a AI language model. I cannot browse the internet. What you can do is you can compare the 2A and the 3B. But I will tell them, no, find me the case law for between GSTR 2A and GSTR 1. It is telling me they cannot access the real-time data. If there is a mismatch, you can go do this and this. So we'll try another form. Now there was a, if you know, there was a case law between for royalty Mohit Minerals. So what I want is, I want a 300-word summary of Union of India versus Mohit Minerals Private Limited. Now it happened in 2020. and the training of this bot has been done till September 2021. So it will provide me a 300-word summary. If I tell it to quote me the whole case law or provide me more 1,000-word summary or 500-word summary, it will provide me that also. But right now, what it is providing is me 300. Now, what happened in Union of India versus Mohit Minerals? This case law revolves around the royalty implied and regarding the GST compensation. GST would mean taxing the same transaction twice. Constitutional provisions. Constitutional provide allowed imposition of both taxes and their simultaneous application did not result in develop. Now what Supreme Court told? Let's see. The court concluded that the provision allowed for the levying of both IGST and GST compensation cess on the import of coal. The court held the two levies were distinct and served different purposes, and thus their simultaneous imposition would not amount to impermissible double taxation. Import of coal के regarding ये case law था sir. I think this helps. Now, there was a, I think, let's say there was a vehicle intercepted, and why was vehicle intercepted? It was due to a clerical error. Find me a case law where the GST officer intercepted the vehicle for clerical mistake in e-way bill. I apologize. I'll try to shift to GPT 3.5. Because I don't know why it's happening again and again. Provide me with supporting case law. Again, it is optimizing, so I will leave it right now. I think the prompt is not working properly. So what I'll do is I'll move to the next part, which is the income tax. Now, sir, what happened is one of our client, what he did, he purchased a property and sold it. And what happened meanwhile was they want to calculate the capital gain and the tax thereon, and what are the available options to save the tax of this capital gain. So now what I will do is I bought a property for 130 lakhs in April 2050. I sold the property in April 2021 for 200 lakhs. I want to calculate the amount of capital gain and tax thereon. Also provide me with the options available to save this capital gain tax. The property is a residential property. Now, you tell me, sir, whether it's calculating it right or not.
अखिल भाई म्यूट है। अखिल भाई म्यूट म्यूट है आपका।
Now, sir, I think there are a few mistakes in this solution. If you can find it out, because the capital gain index of 2021-22 should have been applied here, which is I think 317, and the CII for 14-15, it's obviously not 102. So the disclaimer that you might have seen on the main screen when you open the chat.openai.com, they say they might sometime flash incorrect or which is an answer which is not resembling the solution. So obviously, as we can see, it is obviously far away from the what we wanted, the CIA. Now let's see the cost of okay, the formula is correct, the sale amount is okay. Now, but here it is calculating the loss. Now what we will do is, okay, now the tax saving investment they have provided 54, you can use, or you can use 54 EC, or you can save it in the CGS. Now I will tell it, no, your CII is incorrect. I think 14-15 it has corrected. For 14-15 it has corrected, and for 2020-21 it is still showing the same error. Okay, so what I think is the reason for this error is, since it has been traded till September 21, so the financial year 21-22 might not have been closed, correct? So they are not taking it to here. I have tried it 4 to 5 times. So I intentionally choose this April 21 or April 22 just to show that this ChatGPT is not the final answer, or why there is a lack of trust in this ChatGPT chatbot. The reason is in front of you. If someone I mean, there are many Gen Z people who think that these chatbots are 100% correct, and we don't need the help of the professionals for this. What they must have thought, okay, this is my cost, and this is something, my gain is coming out 36 something, and they must have paid so and so tax. Now, but the actual calculation is different. The cost will increase as the CII for 21-22 was 317. The cost will accordingly change, the tax will also change, and I think there are many people who wish that they can file their ITR automatically, even if it's a capital gain, be it share market trading, FNO, whatever. There are many people who think they won't fault. It's a good thing if they don't fault. But where you are thinking, it's a request. If you think, if anyone outside the professional is here, if you think that everything is correct, these chatbot, we won't be here to consult, and obviously you can see how much interest loss must be there just because of the minute error of the this chatbot. So obviously these are the shortcomings that this chatbot is facing. We will see the improvements. I think by the end of 23 or 24, we will have a very well enhanced ChatGPT. Apart from ChatGPT, we will be having 4-5 very much developed AI chatbots, and I think I gave this suggestion to one of the Central Council member who was in Jaipur recently. I told him, sir, how about creating a chatbot for using this technology and loading the whole guidance note, the master circulars and everything. I mean, feeding this chatbot the whole thing, and then what we get is the chatbot, and that chatbot can be incorporated in the ICI bank branch auditor, I mean, either the head of main site or on a side website like with a subdomain like let's say bank.audit.ici.org, something like that. And then what happens is that many branches, many regions, I think at the sector level also, what they do is they create a panel of experts and they the queries are being mailed to them and they try to reply them. What happens with this is that there is a lot of transition time that goes on. If the query is not answered next day, what the auditor will do is they will try to take their own opinion, and because there is a lot of pressure from the bank, pressure from bank officials, sir, kindly do this audit because we have to submit it for region audit and then region audit to the main consolidation verticals. So this is something I wanted to tell because it will help many people. I have a session with DAB on 31st also, so I'll try to convey that message to DAB committee also. But let's see what happens. Now, sir, this was regarding the capital gain. Now, sir, there is one thing. There is a lot of buzz around that. Many people say, sir, how much HRA can I deduct? Or HRAs, many times we have a tool, but still many people phone the professionals and they ask, sir, there is, I pay so and so rent. I mean, not so and so rent. What they ask is, they ask, sir, I get this much HRA. How much rent receipt should I generate so that I can take the maximum benefit of this HRA? I think many of you might agree on this. So what my suggestion is, let's try with this. What happens with this? I pay a rent of rupees 30,000 per month in Mumbai. I receive HRA from my employer of rupees 60,000. Now calculate the amount of HRA deduction available to me. Now one more input, I think for calculating the HRA, one more input is required, and that is the salary. So what I'll write is my salary is rupees 1 lakh per month. Now let's see what happens. Now it will tell us to calculate HRA, you have to this. There are 3 criteria: actual HRA, rent paid minus 10%, and the 50%. Now, from where did they choose this 50%? Because there is 40 and 50, two rates are there. See, I pay the rent of 30,000 per month in Mumbai. So Mumbai being the metro city, 50% is allowed for the calculation. So what happened will, it will calculate 50% of salary, which comes out to be 6 lakhs 324. Obviously, this is the least amount that we get. And out of the 3, the least amount is 324, and it is exempt from tax. Taxable HRA, I think there is some confusion with them. What's happening is, for 60,000 they are calculating it per month. I think gave a wrong prompt somewhere. So what I will do is I'll paste 60,000 per month. I forgot to add the per month, and now what it will do is it will calculate actually per month basis, because all 3 outputs are on per month basis. Now I think the taxable HRA would be calculated. 10,000, 10% of salary. See, one more error. I have provided input 30,000 per month, 60,000 per month, and 10,000 per month. But on the other day, when I was taking session on Saturday, it calculated correctly. I don't know why it is doing something like that. It was giving me something like 28,000 something output per month, and it was multiplying it by 12, and it was giving me okay, the taxable HRA would be so and so. So again, one more error that we can find a point out of the artificial intelligence. Again, the input, I accept the input might be wrong, or the okay, let's use it for GPT-4. Let's see, is there any improvement in 3.5 and 4? Okay, so now it is calculating per month 0.5 over that, which is 50,000. The least of the three is 20,000. So the exemption is 2,40,000. And at the end, it is telling, please note that tax laws may change. It's always good to consult a tax professional or refer the latest government tax guideline to ensure the accuracy. Now, let's see, sir. I'm not good at Indies. What happens in Indies is there is a conversion that we have to do to make them at par with the Indies or the foreign accounting. I mean, there is a process of conversion which people do. So what I'll do is I want to convert the financials of a company from normal AS to Ind AS. Guide me the whole process. And how to do it with example and with figure. See, now it will tell me the whole idea how to convert the AS into the Ind AS, and the step-by-step idea. I don't know whether it's showing me the correct answer, but because I am no expert in conversion of financials to Ind AS, but yes, many people who are doing it may vouch for it that yes, this is 90% the same process. So the whole idea behind this is, for me, I just want to grasp some basic idea what happens, because I should not sound like that I don't even know in front of the client. Because when a client comes, sir, there is a process of Ind AS conversion, are you able to do? So I shouldn't be blank that, okay, I don't know what it is. So there should be a basic understanding. What I'll do is just one second, sir, 2 minutes. What I'll do, I'll just Google the process. What we used to do now, Google the process. Now there is a term that was pasted in many advocates, many CA's offices, that Google का ज्ञान बाहर छोड़ के आए. So now to that I would like to add Google और ChatGPT का ज्ञान कृपया बाहर छोड़ के आए. So this is going to be the next line that is going to come, because Sir, now just think, let me do this with the Google. Same process, I'll do it with Google. See, they will part to index conversion, Deloitte, KPMG, everything they will show. But they won't be telling me the whole process step by step. I will have to go to either to EY website, either to Deloitte website or somewhere, and then I'll have to find out that yes, this is happening. So okay, this has to be done, this has to be done. Then I'll take down everything. Now, see, it is actually showing me with an example. Now, let's take a simple example to illustrate the process. Balance sheet, it has shown now India's, let's assume company needs to recognize a deferred tax liability of this and this. Sir, again, I am telling you, I am no expert in India. So please go through if it's the correct answer. Again, I would say 90% it would be correct, but still India's conversion is a very complex process. So it's better if we consult a person who is the network error, because too much it has been done. So what I'll do is I'll stop generating, because no problem. Now, again, sir, moving ahead, I want to find the HSN of mustard seeds along with the tax rate. Now let's see what it does. It is explaining me what is HSN. In India, it is used for determining the GST rate for different products and services. And now it is again giving a disclaimer, as my knowledge is of September 21. After that, if there is any notification or change in the GST Council meeting, I won't be. It's better if you take note of that also. So, but yeah, I think this is the correct HSN, I suppose. Still, we will start. Mustard seeds of seed quality. Okay, now it's the same, I think. Regarding the GST rate, it is used at 5% under the current tax structure, but please note that rates are subject to change and may vary. Kindly consult the latest GST notification or consult a tax professional to ensure it. Okay, now sir, there is a GST Council meeting every quarter. I think 1 or 2 meetings happen every quarter, but still it's up to the council now how much meeting do they do. But when a council meeting happens, sir, you must have seen there is a bunch of notification that are being flooded in our groups, on the WhatsApp group. There are, let's say, if 10-12 notification are issued, all 10-12 notification are being flooded, and then there's a person who gives you the summary on the basis of all the circulars and everything, and then they provide you with the crux what is in the all the notification. Now, if I have to analyze a particular circular or a notification, so let's see how we can do. Actually, circulars I think at least 4-5 pages long, and sometimes they may be a bit long, bit more long. So yeah, let's take this. See, it's a 5-page circular regarding the e-commerce restaurant supplier supplying through e-commerce, mainly Zomato, Swiggy, and everything. So what I'll do is I will now. provide me with the crux of circular in 300 words. That function disabled. It has starting giving me the crux of the circular. The circular primarily addresses various issues related to GST, refund of accumulated GST. What I'll do is I'll stop because I think it is going somewhere else. That function disabled. URL as well. Now that's the operator, comma. Only of the I don't know if it is going somewhere else. I think it has reached where we wanted them to reach. E-commerce operator responsibilities, then ITC for restaurants, GST on supply, and so to sales units, everything. A lot of things have happened. I don't know. These are not present in circular. The date might be after September. Yes, after September. No problem. If it's after September, still we'll try to figure out how it happened, why it is happening, because majorly it's about e-commerce circular. So the tax or the tax that we have provided, I think we should have excluded GST here. we must have included restaurants and e-commerce operators, and then it must have provided the correct outcome or what he actually wanted, because it is showing so much unnecessary things here. So we'll try to regenerate response. Again, I think it's going to close because now it is telling for GST 21. Now it is showing as 22. So I think it is going somewhere else, because circular number 167 and 01, it is picking up this 167/01. Commerce TCS provision. Okay, no problem, but we'll see why it happening next time. I think due to the numbering, it is getting confused. Again, one more error of the artificial intelligence that we can find out. Just because of 167/01, it is taking, this time it took 22, and but what has happened is it was in December. So I think it's going somewhere else. Let's not deep dive into it. But now, yeah. So sometimes, sir, what happens is there is a folder hierarchy that has to be maintained in every office. Like, let's say if we are a chartered accountancy firm in Jaipur, what we do is we manage the folders on the basis of client. Someone might be maintaining it on the basis of the work, like let's say someone is doing GST, so then GST, then clients, and then here, then everything might be maintained. So for different type of professional, there can be a different type of folder allocation. So what we can do is we can tell ChatGPT to provide a folder clarification, or I should say folder structure for my office. I am a chartered accountant. Now, what they have started providing is a folder structure. What you can do, chartered accountant. This is the main drive, client one, and then in the client one, it will. I'll ask them to accounting. Then let's say GL, trial bell, financial, or what we can do is in accounting, we can create the different types of year based on the usage or based on the ease of the chartered accountant to score. So again, if we come to taxation, it can be income tax, GST, return assessment notices. Audits can be bifurcated, then advisory. Repeat the structure for each client. Okay. Now, office administration, employee record, personal information, performance review, testing, policy, office expense, minutes of meeting. Obviously, this can be used if you are a top level company, then you can use this. Marketing, now, marketing, social media. As we know, we cannot market too much. So according to ethics, we have to maintain. So, but yeah, on social media, we can post the flyers like 31st March is the due date to link Aadhaar and all, everything, Diwali, Holi, everything. And then we can come to the website. Website may contain various content that can be used for the website, like about us, vision, mission, and everything. Then client testimonials, obviously, that can be used in the website. Professional development, CP, seminar, certification, legal compliance, then registration, yours, insurance, regulatory updates, resources. Obviously, these are of many much use. Software and tools, templates for the various letters and mails that we can send. Now, I'll ask this for the, because I think there are many advocates who are present, but let's see what it suggests us for the advocate. See, for advocate, they would be providing client and then personal case information, everything. Now, again, under the case, they will be providing the, I think, facts also there would be there. Leading evidences like, yeah, the evidences, everything, photos, audio, video. So accordingly, sir, we can use this for the company secretaries as well. For company secretary, it can be used. Again, sir, it's up to the person who is using this structure. It's up to the that person who how to maintain it. But still, we can learn it. Like I learned this office administration structure, I would be implementing it for the professional development and the marketing, and it can be obviously be useful. So I'll stop it here. Now, so there are many people who are doing this bank audit. So bank audit, there is a guidance note that has been provided, and we get there. Yeah, so this is the 812 pages guidance note that is being provided by ICI. Obviously, you can Control F and then search, or you can use the indexes for using it for better use. But sometimes what I did, I shared a chatbot on Twitter also, I think. Yeah, I use this free tool, but with limited capacity. I uploaded the part B, which is for bank branch audit, and it actually takes only till 200 pages PDF. So you can upload it, and then you can ask the messages like hi and everything. But right now, as I shared it already from here, like yeah, share chatbot, it will give me a URL. Yeah, this URL I shared online, so my free usage has been lost. I'll have to create account with another mail ID. So what you can do is you can, let's see, we'll delete this chatbot. Delete chat. I'll show how I created this one file. Okay. Now what I'll do is download the part B. Yeah. T2. Okay. This is what I have used, and I will now upload it from here to here. It will process. Obviously, it is having a limited capacity of characters. So it took this 150 pages. Now I'll paste it. Actually, I think the limit is for 4 lakh characters. So you can paste another big file also. But the characters count should be up to 4 lakh only. Now, since I have used, it is showing me 0 messages, but obviously the participants here can use it. Yeah, Rehan Sheikh is asking that you are sharing your private data with ChatGPT, will it be safe? Sir, actually, I will show you one more thing in my PPT that I have. See, this thing. On March 20th of March, recently, 7 days ago, there was a leak in which what happened was the history of free users. Let's say free users like Mr. Mr. A is a free user of ChatGPT, and what he was doing is he was regularly chatting with this chatbot, and I was a paid version. I was a paid subscriber of this ChatGPT. What I did is I got the access to the history. I didn't got the access, but I was unintentionally shown the history for free users, and that percentage, I think it was 1.2% of the paid users were able to were provided access unintentionally for the history of the free users. Now you just think, sir, if somebody might have posted, because what I am able to see in history, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Okay, this person is a GST person with the history that is with me. I can see, okay, this person is into audit, this person is into GST litigation and all. And I think, I mean, we have used a very sober language, but there are people who are using this to exploit the potential of artificial intelligence, and they have posted anything and everything. So to them, if their personal information might have leaked, you can think what might have happened. So obviously, sir, it's not a foolproof thing that is this ChatGPT. Until and unless it gets improved, that is what I was talking, sir. But there is a level of trust that needs to be incorporated in the users of ChatGPT and the BART. Like BART to launching event, there itself it failed. But at least ChatGPT is somewhat managing the pace. But again, sir, I would say if this type of bugs happen, so what? Okay, now this bug happened. Now what they did is they disabled the history even for the paid users and the free users both. So what happened is the history was not available for the paid as well as the free users. So this is the, I think, Rehan sir, this might answer your question, whether we can share the private data with ChatGPT or not. No. Yes, we were with the sharing of the chatbot. Now, this is 150 pager, this is 800 pager. So what I'll do is, I will ask ChatGPT act as a chatbot for, again, sir, I since the experience that we have, I don't know whether it will tell me today or not. I will ask you questions from the material available at okay, now it has taken. Sure, I'm happy to help you here. You can ask me any question related to the material provided in PDF document. It has read that the document is guidance known on audit of banks 23 edition. Various aspects, it's actually giving the idea of what document you have loaded in. Okay. Now, from the audience, I would like to ask, is there anyone who want to ask something? I mean, the 812 pages guidance note, Does anyone want to know something? Here is the chatbot in front of you. Would you like to ask something like regarding NPA classification or something like that? I don't know whether we can search for that. Okay, let's search for closure of fraud cases. Provide me how to deal with fraud cases. Okay, now it will tell me guidance on how to do it. However, it does not emphasize the importance of conduct the risk of fraud during the audio process. However, some general not how it is. Ashish sir, actually, there is something. I mean, this is something out of ChatGPT that I was talking, chatbase.co, or alternatively, you can use chatbotkit.com. Again, there is a limitation on the free versions. You won't be getting everything in the free version. Let's see, I have a few bots. Yeah. Okay, let's start with this. I let's in. Okay, it is asking me to subscribe again. If you want to upload the file and then ask, see, up to 10 chat session, 1000 tokens. I mean, this 1000 tokens mean you can access around 800 something words into the input. You can put the 800 around words in the input and then you can analyze. And one data set, one skill set and integration, you can also get one for free. But obviously, sir, if you want to exploit the potential, the basic is the better one. If you want, but still, what we have done is we here with ChatGPT, we have loaded the link of the file here, and now ChatGPT, and I have also asked that act as a chatbot for me. I will ask you the question, and from the material you have to answer. Okay. Now the material has been here. You can also copy this and paste. Now what you can do is you can also paste master circulars. RBI. You can click on the master circulars and then scroll. You can ask the answers based on the master circulars if you like. And see, yeah, now after this, through investigation, report finding, recover assets, this, everything it has provided on the basis of the guidance note of audit of the bank edition. Any other question you want, it can also, you can also import, it will provide you as a chat. Okay, now, where do you upload? Okay, would it take the links of Google Drive? Sir, I think Google Drive link for the file, if it is public, it must take, but still, as the Google and the ChatGPT are the competitors, I don't think Google would allow that because they both are competitors in each in the artificial intelligence or be it the search engines. Bing is also their competitor. So all I want is that we can have a discussion on whether Google look should be taken. You can obviously try it out on yourself, and we'll also know whether it takes it or not. Okay, can GPT generate answers for income tax and GST notices from facts reading the notices? Sir, if you upload the whole notice and ask what is being asked, then it will tell me the what the notice is saying and how do you reply. Then it can suggest you some case laws, or if you want to draft a letter, it can draft. I want to reply a notice, prepare a notice for GST mismatch between 2A and 3B, or like clerical error in the section 129. I want to frame a notice, so it will frame a notice, and I will also include a few case laws for making my case stronger. So it will include the case laws as well, and then it will create the reply. Now, how ChatGPT is used in the accounting field. Okay. The ChatGPT is itself a artificial intelligence bot. If I come to my slide. Yeah. See, sir, you can see that KPMG and PwC are using AI-powered audit tools. I think there is a company in Udaipur or Jodhpur, I suppose, which has provided this audit tool, and you can obviously use this for your audit. And I think they claim that within 30 seconds, you can obviously search. I mean, you can do all the 100% audit within 30 seconds, 30 minutes, or something like that. So I think these tools would be handy, as ChatGPT is a part of artificial intelligence. Using it, you can automate different sort of taxes or different sort of day-to-day tasks. Like there is some mails that you send. Okay. Now, if I'm a company secretary, what I will do is I will send the MSME reminder for all the private limited companies who are having their outstanding more than 45 days for MSME. So I'll draft a mail. So what I will do is I will just use one more tool that is being used. I think if you allow me to go out of this presentation, I'll show you. So this is the tool TaxBlaze. Yeah, it is a Chrome extension which is available. Yeah, you can obviously go and install it in your Chrome. It will allow you to do many more things. Like, let's say that we have to pull for audit data. Okay. Now what I'll do is I will just copy this, or okay, let's not just copy this. I will just okay. Now let's see, I will mail it to myself only. What I will do is audit data. See, with I just punch / and audit data. Now just think, sir, these were the regular tasks for some you have to do something that it's just a simple thing that can be used. And obviously, say in the accounting field, if you consider Tally as a tool, accounting software, but as Tally is installed 99% of the cases in the local machine, what I would say is that it is difficult for Tally to incorporate AI into their system rather than the QuickBooks and the other accounting softwares like Xero, QuickBooks, Zoho, and all, because they are cloud-based. And I suggest that the amount of summary or the summation that they are doing right now, if they incorporate artificial intelligence, I think they would be forecasting the CMA. There is a CMA report that has to be prepared to banks every year. CMA would be prepared by that accounting software on the basis of all the data and everything, because they know what's the closing stock, data over the past 4 years. They know the data of that client. So what they will do is they will just add a simple button where they will do prepare a CMA for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, next 5 years. They will simply put a projection. If you want a change, okay, growth, I want a change, it will prepare and it will do your job. So if you know how to use this, then it will be helpful for you, because it will generate, it will obviously save your time also, and plus the client will also be happy that you are able to provide it within time. So there are many things that can be done. Okay, sir, how do you keep in touch with these upcoming tools in a specific? Sir, actually, I think there is a website, futuretools.io. I think I will put it down in the chat box as well. Futuretools.io, where you can, what you can do is you can just go like, let's say for finance, and let's click on free. Now see that in GPT, stock GPT, Finale.ai, everything. Now let's move to okay, text to speech. I will just take on finance, text to song, and speech studio. So these are all the websites that you can go, and if you want free, it is okay. If you want the open source, okay. If you want the paid version also, paid is also available for you. Obviously, paid is anytime better. But yeah, we are discussing about ChatGPT, and one more thing that I would like to share with you. I have this meeting transcribe, and as you know, there is a minutes of a meeting that has to be prepared. So what every this Zoom, Google, and everything, what they have is they have a facility to export the they have the tool to export the transcribes. So what we will do is we'll just copy the transcribe that has been exported by Zoom. Now what I will do is prepare a minutes of meeting out of above transcribe for now. I don't know whether it will take this much amount of input for you in the free version, but being GPT-4, I think it has taken this much. So okay, now let's see. Minutes of the CTA's county commission meeting, date, time, location. Okay, you can fill that out. The chairman warmly called the meeting to order and requested clerk to call the roll. A majority of members are okay. Now just look, sir, how much analysis of the logs it has saved. I think minutes of meeting, preparing a minutes of a half an hour meeting with 5-10 agendas, it is really hard for the company secretaries to keep track of. So what I would say is it's really a better option. So if you, what is the cutoff date of GPT-4? Sir, GPT-4 is also the cutoff date is September 21, but using the plugin, there is one plugin that is going around in the developer community. Actually, these plugins are not available to me yet. I am a paid subscriber, but still I don't have any plugins option. The reason being, they are being provided mainly to the developers on the priority basis and the internal users of OpenAI, so that developers can produce more and more integration, more and more plugins can be developed. When they launch, you have hundreds of plugins available to you. So that is why they are now providing the plugins to even the paid users as well. But still, The plugins will come to the paid users first and then the free users first. Okay. Now for free users, how to use GPT-4? Sir, there is a Bing extension in the Microsoft Edge. Here you have chat, you have compose, and you have insight. Okay. Now I will tell you how to use this. Let's say compose. Write about, I have to use a professional language. I have to write an email. Length should be medium, okay. And write a mail about reminder of fees. So it will generate a draft. Bing has told on the day when GPT-4 was launched. I think it was March 14, 2023. The day it was launched, it said that Bing has been using ChatGPT for quite a time, for GPT-4 for quite a time. So I think I will make it a log for reminder of fees to client from here. I think they took it that fees is to be taken only by schools only, not by any other person. So I just changed it. Okay, dear client, we hope this email finds you. We are writing remind you that fees for the month of March is due by the end of this work. Okay, amount of fees for this month is $5,000. Really good. Okay, we appreciate. Now, as I mentioned wrong, so it has extended it a bit. So it's good. Now you can write it in paragraph if you want casual, enthusiastic, and informational or funny. Then you can write the whole idea how what you want. If you want blog post, like if you have a blogging website of yours, you can write whole blog post on the basis of topic. Like let's say the vehicle interest deduction in income tax. So it will take up, okay, if you are planning to like a new vehicle, this, it will write the whole blog on the basis of this. Now, coming to the chat, sir. This is the chat GPT-4 which we have. Now, the plugin that I was talking about was, sir, there is a browser plugin that will be available. How, with the help of which, what will happen is, here you have the chat GPT, which is trained on the basis of so and so much data. The cutoff date is September 21. And here we have the search engine Bing, which has the reference link for all the data up to date, right? Before like at 6:10, even before even for the moment or at 6:09, it is having the data available at Bing. Now, when I get the browser and the GPT-4 incorporated with each other, what has happened is it has increased its learning data, the cutoff date from September 21 to the present moment. So this will provide me the whole insight about the internet or whatever we want to ask with the updated data. Okay. Now let's see, ask me everything. Let me ask, who is PA Akhil Pachuri? Okay, now what it will do is, since it is using Bing, sir, plugin is not available, Ashiji, plugin is not available yet. So I mean, I won't be able, since even I have not got it yet, but it will be a browser plugin where we'll be able to get the browse data in the chat GPT itself. Okay, now see, it was searching for C. Akhil Pachuri, and then what they did is generated answer and then summarized it. According to website, C. Akhil, chartered accountant, partner in Gopal Sharma, Jaipur, this, and okay. Now I want to go to what is Where is IT Bar Association Ahmedabad? Now, obviously, you might be thinking it's a dumb question. You are asking where is IT Bar Association Ahmedabad, but let's see what is coming out. It's a professional body of lawyers and chartered accountants who deal with the income tax matters. It is room number 20. Sir, I don't know whether it's correct, whether someone from the IT Bar Association can confirm. Is it the correct answer? Okay, it's the correct answer. And along with this, if you can see, it has provided me the directions also. If that okay, I want to go, I'll just click on the direction. It will take me to, okay, Google refused to. Okay, I'll just go to the website then. Google has been blocked from direct link. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so this is the website. Managing committee. Okay, now let me ask, who is in the managing committee of IT Bar Association and now let's see whether it is showing the correct answer. It is scrolling more and more into this because since they have provided me the website link and everything. So let's see, I think it must show the correct answer. So for those who are not having GPT-4 or 3.5 they are using, they can obviously use the link search. Okay, office bearers. The current office bearers are Prabin D. Mehta ji, President, Tekwani ji, Vice President, Sridhar Bhai, Honorable Secretary, Rajendra Kabra ji. I think, yeah, we can confirm it from here also. Yeah, I think, yeah. So they have taken it from here. Just Mehta. Okay, these are also here present. Okay, these people. So I think if you want to use GPT-4 without paying, you can use it from here. Yeah, one more thing I want to tell before handing it over to the audience for question answer and everything and before closing. So there is a Microsoft 365 subscription that is available. Now Microsoft owns Bing, Microsoft owns OpenAI, Microsoft owns this Office also, Outlook also, everything. So what they have done is they have incorporated artificial intelligence everywhere with the help of OpenAI acquisition. And in the Microsoft 365, they will be providing, I am telling, will be providing for the reason because they are yet to provide it for the general user. They have provided it again, like ChatGPT-4 plugins are available to limited users, developers, and everything. So they are also being provided to limited people, users, and developers. So Copilot is going to change the writing process, what we do, and the presentation creation and the Excel everything. Because recently, what I am doing is, let's see, write a mail, write a letter to GST authority for adjournment of proceeding in the matter of ASMT 10 financial year 18. Okay. Now what I am doing is I am posting it here. On the basis of this, it will create a letter and then I'll copy it, then I'll paste it in Word and then I'll change it. Alternatively, what if I just post this on the Word and the whole thing comes out in the from the Copilot then and there in the Word itself. So that is going to change the how you view the Microsoft Office because many people are not even having licensed Microsoft or a licensed Office, but Microsoft 365, I think it takes around 5,000 something for one subscription for 1 year. So Microsoft, for instead of providing them the one-time licenses, Microsoft is now shifting to the subscription-based model, where they will be charging on the year-based or month-wise. So when Microsoft Copilot comes, I think the way we use Office, it is going to change. And by the end of 23, I wish to see that AI is incorporated deep down in our groups of the profession, and we must be truly happy that we are able to use it and use it for a better purpose. If even if you know it a little, it's okay. Prompt engineering is, we don't want the prompt to be something like that. For that, I have a small code. If you know how to text a friend, you know how to use ChatGPT. Sir, like I write a adjournment letter for GST authority for adjournment in the matter of ASMT 10. So this is what we do, chatting every time. Now and then we scroll Twitter, we chat on the Insta, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, everywhere. So it's not a rocket science to use ChatGPT. We all can and we should use it. Now, this is something what I wanted to tell, that these are other useful AI. GPTKit.ai is something that will tell if it it is actually for people who think that the AI usage is banned in their countries or something like that. Like there are many software, many countries who have banned this in schools. ChatGPT cannot be used in schools. So I think it's a really good decision, because the creativity is being killed if it is being used in the schools. Text-based, we all see Copilot is going to be launched. Airtable is another automation tool that we can use. Compose is another content creation. One is ChatGPT, one is Bing, and then you have u.com also. U.com is also having the similar function. You can go to chat or you can go to the search. It acts as google.com also, but as a chatbot also, just like ChatGPT and all. And Bing Chat, we also here. Yeah. Now this one last thing I wanted to discuss. Look at the opening, sir. The opening is by OpenAI, and the opening is skill switch engineer, and the pay is 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs per year. And the job would be, we just need someone to stand by the servers all day and unplug them if this thing turns on us. And turns on us means we humans. हमको ऐसा बंदा चाहिए जो सर्वर रूम के बाजू में खड़ा रहे, और जब जरूरत पड़े तब उसके वायर निकाल सके, और बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत पड़े तो उस पे पानी की बाल्टी भी फेंक सके, जिससे सर्वर खराब हो सके. You will receive extensive training on the code word, which you will shout if GPT goes off the deep and starts overthrowing countries. सर, अगर ये ह्यूमंस के अगेंस्ट टर्न हो सकता है, जैसे अपन ने टर्मिनेटर मूवीज में देखा था, तो ओपन एआई ने ही जॉब ये निकाली है. ऐसा नहीं है किसी एक्स कंट्री ने निकाली है, एक्स कंट्री के सिक्योरिटी डिपार्टमेंट ने निकाली है, ओपन एआई ने ही निकाली है. ओपन एआई को इसकी पोटेंशियल मालूम है, इसलिए वो लोग पहले से इसकी ओपनिंग निकाल के रखे हैं कि अगर ये कंट्रीज को ओवरथ्रो करना चालू कर दिए, हमें ऐसा बंदा चाहिएगा. ह्यूमंस के अगेंस्ट टर्न हो जाते हैं, जैसे एआई है सर, रोबोट्स बनाने लग जाए और फिर अपने अगेंस्ट हो जाएं. फिर अभी तो ये बड़े प्रेम से बोल रहे हैं ChatGPT की सर दिस इज ओके, आई विल प्रोवाइड यू दिस, आई विल प्रोवाइड यू दैट. बाद में तो सर API से आपको प्लीज और थैंक यू में बात करनी पड़ेगी. ये टाइम आएगा. तो this is also one of the posting that I wanted you to know, and I think this is okay. Now could the AI phenomena replace humans? The posting is already being made for that, but yes, there are a few things which I think could not be replaced, like someone who is a good communicator. सर जिसकी लाइसनिंग स्किल जिसकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स बहुत बढ़िया होती हैं आई थिंक दैट पर्सन विल बी एनी टाइम ऑफ मच मोर एडवांटेज देन एनी अदर पर्सन दूसरे लोग वो होते हैं जिनको मैनेजमेंट बड़ा अच्छे से आता है अगर किसी 10 जन है किसी ऑफिस में या 20 जन है या 500 जन है तो वो कंपनी को रन करने के लिए उनको मैनेजमेंट करने के लिए ह्यूमन रिसोर्स मेंटेन करने के लिए इन लोग को मेंटेन करने के लिए जिसको मैनेजमेंट अच्छे से आता है दैट विल आल्सो बी ऑफ मैनी मैनी आई मीन दैट इज रियली हार्ड टू रिप्लेस इन एनी trust we also mentioned the trust is something that is going to be a far off I mean it's going to take time for me for you for any other person for humans to be trusting these artificial intelligence so it's right now far from near because we ourselves don't trust them with our personal data now what I mean I don't want to talk about personal data how much personal data is already there in the out of ours so let's this close this presentation and yeah I think that's it I would like to meet the IT Bar Association the president of IT Bar Durbinshan secretary Sridhar Bhai, who is also a very good friend of mine, whom we communicate with each other very well. Also, the other association, SG, ITBA, CAS, Surat, Society for Tax Analysis and Research, VD, GPA, and the Tax Bar Association, Surat. So, with this, I would like to rest my presentation and provide the stage for the Sridhar sir to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, Akhil bhai. There are few questions if you can answer. So people are eager to know about other capabilities of AI. Does ChatGPT-4 has graphic ability? Even I had a question that can I create flyers? Sir, आपका mute है.
Sir, actually it does. Today itself I was trying to preview. I think let me try if it happens because it's I mean I don't know whether it will work or not, but let me try. Let me share the presentation first. I think GPT-4 will provide me. Sorry. See, it won't be providing me the JPG, but actually I generated it. I cannot find the prompt right now, but it will provide for generalized prompts like dog, cat, Jaipur, India. If you ask me that generate a JPG image of Anil Pachuri and preview me here, it will tell me, no, sir, it's something which is confidential and I cannot show you here. So this is the limitation we may say. So I think the next question if we have is,
Sir, can
can we
we
prepare profit and loss balance sheet and tax computation using the given trial balance data? Sir, obviously, when this file uploading feature comes in this ChatGPT, like right now what we did is with this guidance notice, we provided data link and then it was acting as a chatbot. What I would do is I would upload the whole image, like in, I think, how many of you have seen that 24 minutes launching event of OpenAI or not? What they did is they actually clicked a photo of their fridge, posted it on the ChatGPT and told them what can I prepare with the available ingredient. So when I provide a photo of this fridge, it can generate. You just think if you provide a trial balance in Excel in a proper format, in a proper comma separated value format, or even in a simple Excel, it will obviously generate a profit balance sheet, profit and loss, on tax computation, each and everything. That is for sure not today, not in the April, not in the March, but obviously in 2023 it will be doing. So it's very much true that with trial balance I can generate profit and loss and balance sheet. So this is what people were asking how AI would be replacing the accountants or something like that. So I just need a trial balance with no suspense, obviously. And then I will input it there and then I will get the balance sheet and the everything. File ITR. Sir, I think ChatGPT will need a plugin. I think the leave apart the AI, sir. I think if you are using the software, be it KDK, be it Computex, be it any other software, what they are doing, sir, you are just clicking, you are giving a just one click of the, on just one click, you are filing it. So API is everywhere. If income tax provides API to software, if it provides to ChatGPT, it can do. Yes, we can file the ITR. Graphic ability, okay. Practicals of Google Bard, sir. Google Bard is not available for general public right now. Whenever it comes, we will obviously compare both Google Bard and GPT. Currently, I can show you GPT 3.5 and 4 if you want. I will give the same prompt and it will generate different answers. Yes, I can do that. See, write a letter to GST authority. This is what they are writing. And I'll go to GPT-4 as well if it is getting, oh, yeah. Okay. Now I go to GPT-4. I ask the same question here also. Now see, sir, the difference. It is giving me the your name, address, city. I mean, basically we can say the letterhead if you don't have the basically letterhead to GST authority, address, subject. These all are coming. Then your essentially your name, your GST. Now GPT-4 knows that I have to incorporate all these things. It's a good, better presentation. Yeah. Now here there is nothing like that. Your name simply. So this is the improved version that we can say 3.5 and 4. There is a difference. You try provide the same input to both 3.5 and 4. It will give you different answer. So yes, there is a difference. While using ChatGPT to write letters, won't it create a situation like a listed company who gladly declared the death of their directors? Sir, obviously, I mean, not that I don't think it would, but it was something like an employee must be unhappy with his boss, so that's why that was the consequence, I suppose. But yeah, write a letter to SEBI to inform the demise of our company director. unfortunate demise. Okay, so it is not telling that we are glad to inform, gladly inform. So yeah, it is. I mean, in grammar, in English, I would say it is having a great control. And if you want to use it for your grammar correction, for improving your vocabulary, or I mean, I have used it, sir. I don't use it 100%, but even if I am using it 30-40% matter of that in my letter, it's going to be useful. So I think with this, we have already exceeded the time by 2 minutes. If Sridhar sir allowed, I think there is no more question. So yeah, I rest the presentation. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Akhil bhai, for sharing your insights on ChatGPT and AI also. So what I understood from this session is it's more of a language tool right now, which can give us ready-made drafts, and in our professional practice, it can give us the drafts and answers and something which requires a lot of time to type. So it can help a lot in that area as of now.
As of now, it is limited to chat only. But after the plugins are being rolled out, it is going to unleash like anything.
So please accept this certificate of appreciation on behalf of all the associations for your wonderful session on ChatGPT today.
Thank you, sir, for this wonderful memento. I have received this with 2 organizations. Now I am glad that there are 6 organizations on this certificate of appreciation. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. And with this, I would like to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of Income Tax Bar Association, as well as Associate Association, SGITBA, Commercial Tax Bar Association, CA Association, Surat Star, and VDGPA. We thank today's speaker, CA Akhil Pachori, for his valuable insights on the subject of ChatGPT for professionals. He has shown us multiple ways where professionals can actually use it, and how not to rely upon AI for all the things. Lakh dukho ki ek dawa nahi hai ChatGPT, that is for sure. But yes, if we understand how it works, if we go with right type of questions, if we go with right type of tags and everything, it can definitely help us in our draftings, in presentations, and even preparing the notes from the material. So all these things can be done. So hopefully every one of us after today can try hands on ChatGPT. We never know if we can reduce the time of drafting an appeal from 4 or 5 hours to leaving the factual things to say 30-40 minutes. So maybe possible, not today, maybe tomorrow. But yes, the one thing Akhilji put emphasis on, that at least we should be at par with or above the level where our clients use ChatGPT. We will have an edge even in the AI era. But yes, we will have to master the art of harnessing the powers of AI. With this, thank you, and we end the session. Thank you, Akhilji. Thanks all the associates.